Welcome to Carly Tackles Ring, Part 1, Cameras. You might be familiar with Ring's video doorbells, but have you taken a look at what other products that Ring has to offer? For starters, Ring has many camera surveillance options available. This is just a few. The stick-up cam is probably my most used camera. They come in 3 different varieties. The first one is an indoor-only camera that must be plugged into an electrical outlet. I currently have this in my garage, but it would also be good in your home. The other is a stick-up cam battery, which is this version right here, and it comes with a battery, also available in white. These are indoor or outdoor use, so they can handle the elements. They also make a stick-up cam plug-in. This comes with an indoor/outdoor plug-in because it can be used in or outside of your home. Now, when you're trying to decide, well, do I want the indoor-outdoor battery or do I want the one that does the plug-in? One thing to note, the indoor battery can be plugged in. The plug-in can have a battery. So essentially, these 2 cameras can have the same power source. That brings up a great question. Well, which one do I buy? So when determining between the 2, first question I would ask yourself, are you near an outlet? If you are, I would recommend buying the plug-in and then buying the battery separately, which you can do. It's actually $10 cheaper to buy this camera with the plug-in and this battery than it is to buy this camera plug-in and buy the adapter separately. So you can save yourself $10 by buying it in this box. This way, you can have it plugged into your outlet, constantly in use, and if the power does go out or someone tries to disable your camera by unplugging it, the battery will take over and your camera will still function. So you're still covered, but its main source will be the outlet. You don't have to worry about recharging the battery. If you don't have an outlet, the next question I would ask yourself is, are you going to place this camera somewhere near where the sun shines? They make solar chargers. Ring makes their own, and a few third parties make a solar charger. Word of caution, third parties may not charge the battery as effectively as the Ring. That's a gamble you always take with third-party vendors. But in this case, I would purchase the stick-up cam battery because it comes with the battery, and purchase the solar panel. On the back of the camera, you just insert the power adapter for the solar panel, just like you would do this plug-in. And then now the solar panel is keeping your battery charged. If you don't get any sun, you can still use the stick-up camera battery. Just know, after so long, you'll have to take the battery out and charge it. How long that battery lasts depends on your recording and motion settings as well as your climate. If you live in colder climates, your battery will not last as long before needing recharged. I have a battery only in our catio, no plug-ins, no wires, and I have to charge it only every few months, and I live in a colder climate. In the winter I had to do a little bit more, but during the summer I don't think I have to charge it at all. So keep that in your mind. That's still an option, but you do need to take the battery out of the camera and plug it into a USB. The cable comes with your cameras. All of Ring's cameras work with Amazon's Alexa. They are owned by Amazon, so the integration is seamless. You can ask your Alexa to show you whatever the name of your video camera is. For example, I have one named Catio Cam, and it will bring it up on any of your shows, the ones that actually have a screen. They come in 5-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch, and whoever knows how many will come out by the time you see this video. But the ones with the screens can show you what your cameras are displaying from anywhere that you have that device, which is also nice. Alexa, show me the catio cam.
Okay.
Alexa, stop. Plus, Ring also has a very nice, easy to use, free app that can send you notifications when motion is sensed. You can calibrate that to whatever you would like, but you can also see live view. And I'll show you some of that setup process in a little bit. Here is a closer look at the stick-up cams. This one is the stick-up cam battery. This one came in the stick-up cam plug-in. Essentially the exact same camera, just with different power sources included in the box. Both varieties come in black or white. Let's take a closer look. On the back, you'll see a lock and unlock. If you twist the bottom to unlock, this is how you access the battery compartment. You will also notice there is a QR code. This will be used to connect the camera to the app. Inside of the box with your camera will also be this setup guide. There's the same QR code is located there, so don't worry about having this one covered up with the lid. You still have this one. And I recommend keeping these, and I write on them in magic marker to let me know which one it belongs to. So this one would be portable shed camera, and I'd write that on this sheet so I always have it, and I just keep them all in a little box with some of the Ring tools that come with it in case I need it. So this, you just slide the battery right in and it snaps in place. To remove, you just squeeze, there's a little push, and pull it right out. To charge the battery, there's a little micro USB port, and it comes with a cable. You just plug that into a USB, and then the lights on the top here will indicate whether or not it's fully charged. It does take a good amount of time the first time you get these to fully charge. So as soon as you get your camera, I recommend taking the battery out of the box, finding your cable, and plugging it into a USB to charge while you look through the rest of the things. It'll take hours. Also on the back of this, you see these two little plug covers. One of them is for the different mount. You can remove this mount, and I'll show you that, and screw it into there. This one is for the plug. Okay, so that's this version. This variety is the exact same thing. So your power plug-in will plug into there, or your solar chargers. Use the same exact port. Most of the cameras I have, I mount to the side of something. So I don't have it standing, I have it to the side. To do that, you just loosen this screw and you change to this port. Notice it's the same. And now you can mount it to the side. I think every camera I have mounted like this. They make adapters and mounts for ceilings. Notice there's nothing on top that you could just easily hang it on. This one does pivot to give you some downward angle functionality, and left and right, but it's not a straight down, otherwise you'd mount it like that. But they do make those adapter kits for Ring. I have never purchased one. Most of my use cases are on the back. On the back here, see how this is up? You're gonna slide this down to unlock it. And this is your mounting. This is what you mount to your wall, outside house, shed, wherever you're putting this. The camera comes with a little package of drywall screws. These are weather resistant screws. If you're going into metal, you can pre-drill and they work fine. I've done it into metal siding, plastic siding, shed, wood. They also make adapters for this to clamp onto a gutter. You can get those too, but this is the standard basic accessories that come with it. And so you would mount this first to your wall or wherever you're putting it, and then when you're done, you would just match the ups and slide your camera on it, and now you're mounted. So pretty easy. And then since I use this plug, I reinstall the one in the bottom, just like that. For the plug-in camera, the power adapter that comes with it comes in 2 pieces. Both of them have plugs. This one is designed for internal. So you just plug it in the back and you can plug this in and do wall outlet. There's no extra weatherproofing, waterproofing that's taking place here. It's just standard indoor. If you want to use the outdoor, they recommend that you use this. Notice the plug-in's a little bit different style. You need to push in and this slides up like that. This slides in. You can see it has a little extra seal there to keep water out. Clicks. This also serves as a mounting bracket. And if you take a look at mine, I have this mounted to the top, so the weight's not pulling on the camera, it's being held in place. Now you're set for outdoor use. And this is a very long cable, which is great. That way you don't have to be exactly next to a power outlet. Also in the box is an instruction manual. This is the one that came with the battery. So when you first open it, it's letting you know to charge up your battery and is telling you what the lights mean in terms of battery charged or not. If you order the battery separate, say you bought this and you order the battery separate, this will also come with instructions, but it also tells you on the back what green and orange mean. So you really didn't need this piece. It tells you how to twist off that bottom, which I showed you. It also shows you how to insert your battery. The different versions of mounting on a wall or just setting on a table or shelf. Walks you through, they have a little security to make sure people can't slide this off and steal it. There's a little screw hole that this little rubber seal is covering, and that would go right to this mount. Little extra protection so no one can just slide your camera off and on. You may want to consider following that step. It just makes sure no one steals your camera from you. And that's little instructions right there where you can find that. Here's how you would mount it, and it shows you how to remove it. This is the mounting instructions I kind of walked you through. Pivoting, side, and that is it. Now that we've gone through some of the basics of the camera, let's go ahead and set it up with the Ring app. The Ring app is a free app that you can download. If you've already owned a Ring product, when you click on it, you'll be taken to your Ring account. If you don't have any Ring devices, you can set up a free account. To connect your new stick-up cam to your Ring account, click over here for a menu. Go to Devices. You can see all of the stick-up cams you might already have and all of mine, including my front door. At the bottom is the ability to set up a new device. It's going to ask you what type of device you're setting up. There are quite a few products within Ring. For stick-up cameras, we are going to select the security cam options. It asks you to scan the QR code on your setup instructions. You're going to scan it. It's going to ask you where you would like to set up your stick-up camera. This would be your address. When it's set correctly, hit continue. If this is new, it'll ask you to add a new location. It's asking you, are you installing it indoors or outdoors? For this one, I'm going to do outdoors. And you can give it a name. I like to customize my names. For this guy, I'm going to name this Backyard Shed Camera. You can always change your name later. Continue. It's asking how you want to set it up. What power source do you want it to? You can do electrical or battery. This one is the one I want to hook up to a battery, and I will connect it to a solar panel. It recommends that you fully charge your battery, which we have already done. And it's going to make sure that you have it powered. So I need to insert this battery into the camera. So I need to twist this bottom to unlock, pull it out, insert the battery till it clicks, line up the bottom to unlock, and twist it to lock. Make sure that's on there. I see a light.
Welcome to Ring. Follow the instructions in the Ring app to continue.
And it talks to you. I'm going to click on Stick Up Cam is on. And even shows you videos of what your next step is. I thought that was pretty cool of Ring to do. It's asking which network you would like to connect to. I have an extension, a Wi-Fi extender. It is the Chime Pro. It's an optional accessory. If your cameras are going to be placed outside of your Wi-Fi network, this is a device that you can purchase to help extend that network. It also serves as a nightlight as well as a chime. So if you're not in hearing distance of your doorbell, mine is in my garage, so I would not hear the front doorbell, it will chime for me in the garage so I know somebody's at my door. Since this is going to go near that garage Chime Pro, I am going to tell it to connect to the Chime Pro. In your setup, if you don't have one, you would connect to your home Wi-Fi, and it will follow the instructions for that. It says to wait for your stick-up cam to enter setup mode. When the light on the front begins flashing blue, continue to the next step. Yes, my light is flashing blue. Well, if your light isn't flashing, at the bottom of the app, it gives you the ability to say, my light still isn't flashing, and it will walk you through how to do that. So don't worry if the happy path doesn't take place for you. This app will still help you. Since mine is flashing blue, I am going to click on that option, and now it's going to connect it. It says your stick-up cam cannot connect to your Chime Pro, probably because it's too far away right now. For the sake of this video demonstration, I'm going to connect it to my home Wi-Fi. You can always change this later. Yes, my light is still flashing. It says Ring wants to join this Wi-Fi network, and that's to the setup. We're going to click join, and it's setting up the stick-up camera.
Stick-up cam is connected to the Ring app.
All right, it says my stick-up cam is connected to the Ring app. Select the Wi-Fi network your stick-up cam should use. This is my network. I selected it.
Stick-up cam is connecting to the internet. Just a moment. Rome wasn't built in a day.
And if you can hear that, the camera is talking to me, letting me know that it is connecting to that Wi-Fi.
Stick-up cam is ready to use. With Ring, you're always ways home.
I also got a notification, if you saw that, from my Amazon Alexa device. She was letting me know that as soon as this connected to the Ring app, she also saw this device, and now it's set up with her. Because Amazon owns Ring, the integration is seamless. It's very nice. When you first get started, the Ring app does a great job of giving you a little tutorial of some of your options that you can choose. The first one is filling in blanks with Snapshot Capture. I really like this feature. So when motion isn't detected, it will still grab a snapshot every 15 minutes, 4 hours. I believe there's a variety of options. And that way you can scroll through it and see it. Sometimes motion isn't detected and you still like to see the history of your camera. So I hit got it. And it says, congratulations, your stick-up cam is now set up and ready. Continue. If there's updates, sometimes when a camera sits in a box, it misses updates. It'll do that right now. So I'm just gonna set this phone down and let it do its updates. Our camera is done updating. I see it here. And it asks me, would you like to finish your setup? Let's do that. It has a little checklist to help guide you. Physical installation, I'm going to skip that for now. Motion settings is the next one. Let's get started. I love the tutorials. It walks you through how to set this up. We're going to hit continue. It's asking, would you like to customize your zones? And I'll show you a little bit here what that can look like. Since the camera is pointing up at the ceiling and at me, this is what it thinks it sees. When you click on it, you see these blue dots, and this is so you can drag where you want to customize your motion. This is great if you have like a fence, so you can capture just the motion inside of the fence or through a gate, but you don't get the street traffic. Or if you have a front doorbell camera and you want to get all the activity in your yard and coming up, but you don't want all the cars or anything to set it off. You can customize your motion zone and then hit done. Don't worry, you can always change this later, which I will definitely have to do. All right. You can also adjust the motion sensitivity. To start, I recommend leaving it in the middle, and you can adjust it. If you find you're getting too many notifications, you can go to less motion. If you feel that you're not getting notified soon enough or that your camera's missing motion, you can slide it to more motion. Ring cameras do a great job with their motion sensitivity and zones to alert you when there's motion in those areas and to capture it on video. I currently have ADT, which is partnered up with Alarm.com's video cameras, and I used to have their doorbell. I've uninstalled all of them because they're horrible with motion sensitivity. They won't catch some things and they'll catch raindrops on others. It's ridiculous. So I'm completely switching over to Ring, and as soon as I'm out of that contract, I will be getting a Ring's alarm system. All right, all of our motion settings have been saved. There's some optional privacy features. If this is an indoor camera, you can set it some of the privacy things to make sure that it's not capturing things in your home you don't want it to do. This is going outside, so I'm not going to play with them, but if you wanted to, you can. There's also some additional settings. Sharing for users, you can have different people in your home have their own account and you can share it to them. Or if you're going out of town and you want your family that doesn't live closer to watch your house and you don't want to worry about it, you can have them have login access and check on your place. I typically don't need to do that. You can link up your devices, which is a really cool thing about Ring. It's like a family of products. They all work together. I have the doorbell. I have cameras, and I will do videos on motion sensors and smart lighting. But you can communicate if your driveway stick-up cam detects motion to tell your doorbell camera to start recording too, because chances are motion over there will lead to it. Or if your doorbell camera detects motion, you can turn on this camera to record as well as trigger on lighting. So there's a lot of fun stuff that you can do. So I could add link devices. A lovely little video that walks you through how to do it. This is going in the backyard. It's asking me, if you detect motion, what other devices do you want to do? I have a backyard lighting group, and I want it to turn on when the camera detects motion. It will also give you the ability to set it during a certain time. Right now, I don't want it to turn on as early as 6 o'clock because the sun is still up. Let's do, 8 o'clock to 6 a.m. So this will turn on the lights if it detects motion between 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. Continue. Now I have a little light icon letting me know that. I can also tell it to turn on the backyard camera. I'm going to hit that, and now if this camera detects motion, it will automatically ask the backyard camera to record as well. And I can do that with the other cameras and other lightings if you want. That's all I'm going to do for now, but you can have a lot of fun with this linking of devices. Hit continue. And you don't have to do any of that if you don't want to. If you're worried you're going to mess something up, you don't have to link them. But it is very easy, and the video tutorials they give you along the way make it nice and can give you some good confidence. All right, you can say, I'm done. Now, I can click on the camera. You can tap to go live. Hi, that's our light fixture. You can turn on voice. You can turn on sound. You can mute them all. So you can communicate through your camera. I sometimes find it useful to tell the dogs to get out of the flower bed. And then when I see them, I unmute it and I say, Tootsie, out of the flower bed. And she moves. It works. You can also look at your other video recordings. These are when motion's activated. If you had that linked device, if you had a linked event where this event triggered this to record, it will say linked, so you will know the difference between motion and linking. And live view will show up differently, so you know. You can also go to the device settings. You can go through the camera or back to the menu and devices, find your camera, and this is where you can adjust all of your settings. Power, motion snooze, those motion settings that I was telling you about, you can redo them. See, we did this one already, but you can change it later if you would like. You can check on the device health. This is great for battery operated cameras. You can check its battery, making sure that the solar is connected and charging. Check the Wi-Fi, is it connected? And you can also control your linked devices and event history, like your motion activations. So this is all, but you can just see all your motions anytime you played those videos as an option. So that is a quick tutorial of how do you set up the camera in the app. You might be wondering, how much does it cost for this? Are there subscriptions that you have to pay? You don't have to. There is a free option. There's also a basic and a plus. If you're going to have multiple devices, I recommend the plus plan, which is what I have. It's $10 a month or $100 a year. The free plan includes motion activated notifications as well as live view. The basic and the plus give you a little bit more history, storage, as well as some other features. The plus plan also gets you a discount off of Ring products. This plan does pay for itself if you're really looking to invest. It's still cheaper than ADT, which I pay $80 a month for, and they limit your video usage. Thanks for watching Carly Tackles Ring, Part 1, the cameras. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you're interested in seeing more videos similar to this and others in the Ring series, please subscribe to my channel, Carly Tackles DIY, Tools and Gadgets, Tips and Tricks. Make sure you hit that bell to receive notifications when I release new content.